So lots of us would love to really drive through that golf ball. But unfortunately, lots of golfers, including me at times, we struggle to really commit to get through that golf ball. So today I want to share with you a step process that you should do that allows you to get through that golf ball with ease and consistency. So if you follow this step process, just a few shots at each step, you will get the feelings and sensations to get you driving through that golf ball with acceleration. So the first step is what I call the no pump drill. And what we're going to do is get you to set up to a golf ball and have a rod hanging out of your bag behind you here. The idea in this is basically we're going to start our golf swing from this position with the shaft resting on the rod, with the idea being that we can't go up to generate any power. We have to generate all the power through a push through the shot. And what I want you to do is feel that your body drags the club. We want the body to drag the handle then to create as much speed as we can. Now you won't be able to hit the ball too far doing this, but we're going to give you real ownership on, can you do it without going up to come down? Can we drive forward and through? And then we're going to take it through more steps after that. But essentially what we see with a lot of amateur golfers is through the golf ball that the body stops and the hands get too much of the speed too early. So they tend to put the speed in more here with their hands. So the hands are obviously going to be slowing down through contact because that's what all the science would tell us. But what we're trying to do with this is really give us the foresight, the feelings and the task to make us get the speed going as fast as we can, as late as we can, and get the body to try and feel that it's involved. So a lot of golfers body will feel like it's hanging back and dynamic balance is moving back, which is not what we want to see. We want to see the weight and pressure moving forward. And this exercise and drill for me is the best drill I do for this very fault. So take your setup as normal, swing it back, get the club resting on that stick, and then from here we've got to try and feel there's no noise, there's no push up, and from there, can we hit the ball? How far can we hit the ball from there with the no pump drill? And you're going to feel, if you're anything like me, that you're a bit stuck there, a bit frozen there. But what it does do, it generates that, okay, I've got to move my body, which is exactly what we want to see. That felt very strange, but it made my body work differently. And I definitely dragged that handle more through the golf ball. You know, and we're not after total handle dragging before the handle dragging, please come down on me. We are going to have some hand action. But again, most golfers would have too much hand action versus not enough handle dragging as a rule. So stage 2 of this is basically we're going to try and hit the ball with no backswing. We're going to start from a slightly higher position, so generate a little bit more power and speed, and try and do the same thing. We're going to try and not pump again, but I haven't got a rod I can stick up here, and we're bound to have some movement up to come down. Let's try and restrict it as much as we can, but be honest that we're going to have some. So again, if I take my setup, and I swing this now to left arm parallel to the ground. Now from here I'm going to try and hit the ball with no further backswing and from a static position. Again, you feel quite frozen, quite stuck, but again what it is doing is making you move the way we want to through impact. We're not having any stalling. We're getting the feeling of how do we generate as much speed and power from that position. The last step is to do it from a full backswing. So we're going to try and get yourself into a full backswing position now, an ideal backswing position. And then from there we're going to hit the ball from a static position. So from here, stop at the top. And by far the easiest to do, massively the easiest to do out of those three. But what I'd like you to do is basically do 4 or 5 balls in each of those stages. And then once you've done all those stages, go to a real shot, but try and feel the body's going to move the same way. So we're going to try and feel now that we're really trying to feel the momentum is more but the body dragging the club through the ball. And that definitely felt more body-led than normal, which is exactly what I'd like most of you to feel, to get more consistency, get that low point in the right spot, and get that energy in the handle where we want it, which is later in the downswing is the guide for this. Later in the downswing is good.